Hey everyone, Sinnical here. Today I want to try something new and start producing and releasing role-specific guides on each boss fight. For example, in this video I'll be going over the DPS portion of the normal and heroic Kargath Encounter. I'll be explaining exactly what your DPS needs to do in order to do this fight correctly. I want to do these very specific guides for 3 reasons. Number 1, I feel like the guide videos that are out there right now, they're just cluttered with just way too much information that not everyone in the raid needs to know. Number 2, I'd like to give tips and tricks for the roles that I explain in order to help out everybody's overall raid performance. And last but not least, I want to make guides so that the new raider can watch a video and not be overwhelmed by what's going on in the fight. They should only watch and learn what they need to know. For example, healers don't really care when DPS needs to swap to ads or when to pop DPS cooldowns. Alright, now all that is done with, let's get started. The first thing we're going to go over is positioning. Now obviously for melee classes, you're going to want to be behind the boss to prevent getting parried. As for range, however, it's a bit different. As soon as you zone into the room, you're going to notice that there's 4 tiger pits as well as 4 skulls positioned around the arena. During the normal and heroic version of this fight, you don't need to worry too much about the tiger pits, just don't fall in them. But the skulls, however, they're going to play a huge role during the duration of this encounter. Every so often, one of these skull pillars are going to rise up from the ground and start spouting a fire ring around it. You're going to need to avoid the fire, but stay near it for practically the only ability that you need to pay attention to during this fight, and that's going to be his Berserker Rush. Berserker Rush is an ability where it'll target a random raid member at range and race toward them, cleaving everyone in his path. If you get targeted, all you need to do is kite him through the fire. You should be standing near an activated skull pillar already, and all you need to do is move behind it so that Kargath will walk directly into it. If you aren't the one that's targeted, it's important to move out from in front of him, but just stay near fire just in case something goes wrong and he decides to switch targets. And lastly, the only ability we need to pay attention to is Chain Hurl. What's going to happen is he's going to jump in the center of the room and knock back anyone that is already there. So in order to maximize your DPS's range and prevent your cast from getting interrupted, just don't be standing in the center. Once Kargath is in the center, he'll begin casting his Chain Hurl ability. What this does is he'll grab the 5 closest targets to him and start spinning them around, then proceed to toss those players into the stadium stands. Now the most common way to handle this, if you are picked, is that you just immediately jump down and resume the fight. There's some strategies that involve staying up there and killing the mobs in the stands, however for normal and heroic, it's not necessary. Just convince your raid leader that immediately jumping down and just killing a boss is 100% more effective. If they're still dead set on doing the fight properly, then all you need to worry about is just AoEing down all the ads up there, dodging any bombs they drop on the ground. But trust me, just zerging the boss is a lot easier. The only other thing you need to know is that you should be popping all of your cooldowns and bloodlust or heroism on the pole, because doing it at the start is going to be the most uptime everyone will have on the boss, as well as trinkets and other procs happening all around the same time. Don't forget to pre-pot a couple of seconds prior to the pull, and as well as saving your second potion for when your cooldowns are coming up again to maximize your execute damage. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Please let me know what you think and leave a comment or other feedback down below. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Until next time everybody, see you later.